Good evening. Welcome to the channel. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It is October 31st, that means it is Halloween. Today's video we're going to be covering a composition that I just finished in response to a writing prompt. So at the beginning of the month, the Finale music notation software Facebook page posted a prompt challenging composers to create a composition that sounds haunted. And I looked at that and I thought that sounds like a cool idea. And of course I immediately forgot about it until about 2 days ago, and it's only then that I actually put some effort into pulling something concrete together and getting it recorded. So let's give it a listen, and on the other side we'll talk a little about some of the techniques used and what makes a composition sound spooky. So hold on tight and let's give it a listen. Okay, so that's the piece. Early on in the process, as I was writing this, I began thinking of it as if it were the opening title music for some kind of psychological horror movie. Interestingly, both the harmonic and the melodic material for this piece is drawn from a hexatonic scale. This is one that I arrived at intuitively. I'm sure it has a name somewhere. I'm sure I'm not the first person to discover this scale. Pulling both your harmony and melodic material from a hexatonic scale, that is a scale that only has 6 notes, is generally considered a no-no. Diatonic scales and most synthetic scales, of course, have 7 tones. Pentatonic scales have 5 tones. Hexatonic scales only have 6 tones. So the reason why that's usually frowned upon is that the fewer notes you have in the scale, the less harmonic material that you have to work with. So Vincent Persichetti, in his book 20th Century Harmony, recommends that if you're going to use hexatonic scale material, that you only use it for the melody and use material from outside the scale for harmonic purposes. Unfortunately, I kind of got myself locked in before I had really learned that lesson. By the way, what makes this sound spooky, if it does indeed? So this scale is interesting. It is actually a symmetric scale. So you've got, it is built on alternating intervals of augmented seconds and minor seconds. So you've got that C to E flat, E natural, and then G, A flat, B. So you've got an augmented second, minor second, another augmented second, minor second, and then one last augmented second. So, interestingly, this scale does not contain any tritones. Now, the tritone interval, the augmented fourth or diminished fifth, is generally considered to be the most dissonant interval in music. And yet that interval is absent from this particular scale. However, what we do have is we have a couple of major sevenths. So you can see we have a major seventh between the C at the bottom and the B natural at the top. Major seventh is considered a dissonant interval. You also have a major seventh between the A flat there and the G. And of course, if you invert that, you get a minor second, which is also a very dissonant interval. A lot of times here, what you also have is, in the case of this scale, you have a lot of augmented triads. So you've got that C, E, A flat. An augmented triad is also considered to be rather dissonant. So between those, what we end up having here, what you end up having here is you have, in a couple cases, I'm kind of shifting back and forth between, say, C minor and then A flat minor. So you hear that in the piano, especially in the beginning with the... And then you've got in some cases, you've got the A minor, you've got the minor major seventh chords going on there as well. Interestingly, a lot of these same notes are found in the Neptune movement of Holst's The Planets. So the beginning of Neptune goes like this. So you've got G to C, G, C, E flat, A flat, C natural. So I promise I didn't know that until just minutes before making this video, but there we go. So what do you guys think? Do you think I succeeded in creating a composition that sounds haunted? What do you think when you, what does this bring to mind when you hear the music and you see the rather creepy haunted house there in the image? I was kind of imagining this to be a movie about a house where something traumatic happened long ago, and now to the main character as a child, and now he's returning as an adult to confront the demons that are still there. That's just my interpretation. I'd love to hear yours. Please leave your interpretations in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe to more videos, and I thank you for joining us today. Happy Halloween and stay safe, everyone.